Hello everyone, this is pratishrutikheti and I welcome you all to our channel. एंड आज की सेशन में हम सीपेट इंग्लिश 2024 के क्वेश्चन आंसर देखेंगे। आज की सेशन में मैं बस आंसर बता दूंगी एंड इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो हम डिटेल में इसको समझेंगे, ठीक है। तो शुरू करते हैं नंबर 1 से। एक्चुअली ये मेरा जो जेरॉक्स है थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं आया है, पता नहीं क्यों ऐसे ब्लैक हो गया, बट आपके पास तो ओरिजिनल पीस होगा, सो आप अच्छे से देख सकते हो। आप अपने आंसर के साथ रिलेट कर लेना, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, which event led to the migration of scholars of classical antiquity from Byzantium to Italy, eventually sparkling the beginning of Renaissance in Europe? इसके ऑप्शंस हैं फॉल ऑफ द ऑटोमन एम्पायर, फॉल ऑफ कॉन्स्टेंटिनोपल, डिस्कवरी ऑफ सी रूट टू इटली, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ न्यू यूनिवर्सिटीज इन इटली। ऑब्वियसली इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन नंबर बी, फॉल ऑफ कॉन्स्टेंटिनोपल। आपको पता है फॉल ऑफ कॉन्स्टेंटिनोपल कब हुआ था? 1453, राइट। नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ऑथर्स डज नॉट बिलोंग टू द रेनेसां? Option number C, D, that is your Chaucer. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth, the Church of England was largely Puritan, Catholic, Protestant, Presbyterian. Obviously, इसका आंसर होगा Protestant. Okay. Number 4. In the Pardoner's Tale, the Pardoner devotes much of his narrative to describing the scenes of sloth, avarice and lust, wrath, gambling and lust, gambling, licentiousness and sloth, drunkenness, gambling and gluttony. इसका करेक्ट आंसर होगा ऑप्शन नंबर डी, drunkenness, gambling and gluttony. Okay, then question number 5. The Pardoner's Tale of the Three Men is set in the city of option number A, Thebes, B, Flanders, C, Bath, D, Canterbury. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन नंबर बी, Flanders. Okay, then question 6. While contemplating on his next move to kill Banquo, Macbeth calls upon the Silling Knight scarf of the tender eye of pitiful day and hide his darkest deeds. In Shakespeare's time, sealing was a technique associated with archery, falconry, witchcraft, fencing. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन नंबर बी, falconry. Okay, next question number 7. Upon learning that Macduff was untimely ripped from his mother's womb, which of the following does Macbeth use to describe the witches and how they palter with us in a double sense? Option A, imperfect speakers, wayward sisters, juggling friends, agents of evil. एक्चुअली ऐसे हम देखें तो इसका आंसर बी भी हो सकता है एंड सी भी हो सकता है। वेवर्ड सिस्टर्स भी मेंशन है, जगलिंग फ्रेंड्स भी मेंशन है, तो ये बहुत हो सकता है, बट एज की हमें कोई मतलब एक ही चूज करना है तो वी विल गो फॉर वेवर्ड सिस्टर्स. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ए शेक्सपियरियन सोनेट? octave and sestet and octave, a rhyming couplet and three quatrains and a rhyming couplet. You all knew it. This is option D, three quatrains and a rhyming couplet. ठीक है. Number 9. According to the theory of humans, an imbalance of black bile is likely to make an individual impatient, melancholy, joyful or cowardly. This is your melancholic. Who declares in the prologue to his play that his intention is to both entertain and educate his audience. इसका सही आंसर होगा मैडलो इन डॉक्टर फॉस्टर्स, शेक्सपियर इन मैकबेथ, बेन जॉनसन इन वोल्पुने, जॉन ड्राइडेन इन ऑल फॉर लव। इसका आंसर होगा सी, बेन जॉनसन्स वोल्पुने। The term unified sensibility is usually associated with, no doubt this is metaphysical poetry. In Ben Jonson's song to Celia, what happens to the wreath of flowers that the speaker sends to Celia? She keeps it as a token of his love. She returns it and it thrives with his breath. She wears it in her hair. She discards it and it withers away. Option B, she returns it and it thrives with her breath. The supporters of the King Charles I during the English Civil War were called Cavaliers. ठीक है. In John Dryden's play All for Love, the lines "As vultures wait on armies for their prey," use vultures as a metaphor to represent which group? The audience, fellow playwrights, the critics, the people of the court. Answer: the people of the court. Okay. Question 15. Age of Enlightenment through, क्या क्वेश्चन है मेरा, यहाँ पर कट गया है थोड़ा. Enlightenment throughout Europe and which criticized by Mary Wollstonecraft, sorry यहाँ पर था Rousseau, so पर influenced the progress of the age of enlightenment and throughout Europe and who is criticized by Mary Wollstonecraft in the vindication of the rights of women, believed that women should be given rights equal to men in all areas of civic duty. ये तो कभी नहीं है. Women should not marry until they have received a literary education. गलत है. Women's primary function was to please man. Just to true answer. Option number C. Okay. Then question D. ये ode, epistle, elegy, epic. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी. इतना नहीं पढ़ सकती, आप पढ़ लेना. मेरा जेरोक्स भी अच्छा नहीं आया, आँख खराब होगा. वैसे भी आपके पास क्लियर होगा एकदम एग्जैक्ट कॉपी, तो देख लेना. बट आंसर होगा डी. 17. The rise of the English novel in the 18th century was due to the rise of middle class, who were popularly called the Lake Poets, Wordsworth, Coleridge and Southey. ठीक है. 19. Which of the following was not a part of the first edition of lyrical ballad Tintin Abbey, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Kubla Khan, The Idiot Boy? Option C, Kubla Khan. Okay. Then question 20. The nightingale in the poem Ode to a Nightingale is identified with which of the following? The blissful Hippocrene, the god Bacchus, light-winged Dryad, Flora. Correct answer option C. Okay. Question 21. The term gentleman during Jane Austen's time primarily referred to a man who was courteous and polite, and well educated, was courteous and had served in the military, owned lands and did not have to work for a living. तो इसका आंसर होगा B, was courteous, polite and well educated. Okay. Go for B. 22. The Victorian age saw the rise of which of the following category of novels? Epistolary novel, industrial novel, stream of consciousness novel, the historical romance. 22. इसका आंसर होगा, that is your industrial novel. Okay. Then the school of thought which Dickens satirizes through hard times: Romanticism, New Classicism, Chartism, Utilitarianism. We'll go for option D. इसका आंसर है, ठीक है. Then 24. John Keats' Ode on a Grafton is an acrostic poem that gives a detailed description of a work of art. Which of the following poems can also be considered an acrostic poem? The Love Song of Geoffrey Prufrock, Tintin Abbey, My Last Duchess, Ode to the West Wind. Your answer will be option C, My Last Duchess. Okay. Then 25. Identify the refrain in the love song of Geoffrey Prufrock which best captures Prufrock's sense of alienation and discontent. इसका आंसर होगा In the room the women come and go talking of Macklingo. Option D. Then 26. Richard Dalloway in Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway compares reading Shakespeare's sonnets to listening at the crack of a door, watching from the shadows, listening in at a keyhole, overhearing a whispered secret. इसका आंसर होगा overhearing a whispered secret. Option D. Okay. Then 27. When does the story of Odysseus begin? This is a decade after the Trojan War. Who travels to Ithaca to speak with Odysseus' son Telemachus? Urania, Athena, Melpomene, Calypso. इसका आंसर होगा B, Athena. And then question 29. What was the topic given to the narrator of A Room of One's Own to lecture on at Oxbridge? Women and fiction, women and education, women and literature, women and writing. You all knew it. This is women and fiction. Option A. Okay. Then 30. Both Sylvia Plath's Mirror and Santa Acharya's Sringar explore the theme of aging and self-perception. Which of the following is a common element found in both poems? The celebration of youth and vitality. एक सेकेंड, बहुत साउंड है बाहर. Okay. The use of a mirror to reflect the inevitable passage of time, the depiction of nature as a metaphor for personal growth, the rejection of societal beauty standards. The answer will be option B, the use of a mirror to reflect the inevitable passage of time. Then 31. The term epic theatre is usually associated with Henry Gibson, Eugene Ionesco, August Strindberg, Bertolt Brecht. 31. We'll go for option C. Okay. Then 32. Genre fiction is another term for Highbrow literature, literary fiction, the canon, popular fiction. Answer: the popular fiction. ठीक है. Then 33. मृच्छकटिका by Sudraka belongs to which dramatic genre? नाटक, प्रकारन, भान, प्रहासन. ओके. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, प्रकारन. Then 34. Which of the following bhavas do not signify transitory emotions? Moha, Garva, Smriti, Bhaya. This is option C, Smriti. 35. Which rasa was added later to Bharat Muni's original 8 rasas? It is Santam or Santa. 36. In Thomas Babington Macaulay's 1835 Minute on Education, which two colleges in India does he specifically mention as institutions to be retained? तो इसका आंसर होगा द संस्कृत कॉलेज बनारस एंड द मोहम्मदन कॉलेज दिल्ली. ऑप्शन बी. 37. Choose the odd one out. Homi Bhabha, French Fanon, Gayatri Spivak, Judith Butler. Option C. Judith Butler. 38. Jean Reyes' White Sargasso Sea is considered to be a feminist sequel to Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, a feminist rewriting of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, a feminist prequel to Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, a feminist satire on Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. इसका आंसर होगा a feminist prequel to Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. 39. That anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success and prosperity through hard work and determination is the basis of, no doubt this is the American dream. Okay. Then question 40. Who proposed the frontier thesis that argued the American frontier was a key factor in shaping the nation's character, democracy, and institutions, ultimately leading to America's expansion? इसका सही आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी. फ्रेडरिक जैक्सन टर्नर. 41. In Arthur Miller's Death of Salesman, Willy Loman believes that success in the business world primarily depends on academic achievements and intelligence, physical appearance and personal charm, hard work and perseverance, of family background and upbringing. तो इसका आंसर है physical appearance and personal charm. Option B. Fill in the blanks. According to Plato's dualistic view of reality, literature is the representation of things in the realm of dash through dash. 42. Yes, इसका होगा appearance and mimesis. Option C. For Aristotle, the key element of a tragedy which gave a sense of a unified whole is thought, diction, plot, character. इसका आंसर होगा plot. Option C. 44. That the pleasures of imitations are best yoked with moral teaching is the principle of the mimetic theory of art, the expressive theory of art, the didactic theory of art, the ontological theory of art. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी, द डायडेक्टिक थ्योरी ऑफ आर्ट. ओके. आप देखते जाओ कि आप कितना सही किए हो और कितना गलत. डार्कनेस विजिबल इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हाइपरबोल, यूफेमिज्म, एलेगरी, ऑक्सीमोरन. बहुत ईजी है. दिस इज ऑक्सीमोरन. The historical sense which makes a writer traditional, according to T.S. Eliot, is best described as a deep respect for the timeless and an awareness of the present, an awareness of the timeless and the temporal and their interconnection, a greater awareness of the temporal than the timeless, and a preference for the timeless over the. Option B होगा. Okay. Then 47. Which of the following approaches to poetry considers the impact of a poem within its own time and its subsequent influence on literature? इसका आंसर होगा द इंटेंशनल एस्टिमेट, द पर्सनल एस्टिमेट, रियल एस्टिमेट, हिस्टोरिकल एस्टिमेट. दिस इज योर हिस्टोरिकल एस्टिमेट. ओके. 48. In Matthew Arnold's essay The Study of Poetry, which poets are included in his list of classic poets? इसका आंसर होगा यस, होमर, दांते, शेक्सपियर, मिल्टन. ऑप्शन डी. Easy, yeah? Then we'll go for 49. Close reading is a technique developed by the बहुत easy new critics. Structuralists tend to prioritize the underlying system of language over individual speech acts. This concept is known as Lang and Parole. System of language, Lang. Individual speech acts, Parole. Okay. Then 51. What is the primary focus of semantics within linguistics? बहुत ही बेकार जरक सा है, मेरा एक्चुअली पढ़ना बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है, बट यस मैं सिर्फ आंसर बोल दे रही हूँ. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन ए. सेमांटिक्स बोला है एंड सो द स्टडी ऑफ सेंटेंस. ओके, ये तो नहीं हो सकता एनालिसिस ऑफ हाउ वर्ड्स, ये मॉर्फोलॉजी होगा. द एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ स्पीच साउंड्स, फोनेटिक्स, द एक्सप्लोरेशन ऑफ लैंग्वेज, ये नहीं, द स्टडी ऑफ सेंटेंस, दैट इज सेमांटिक्स. ठीक है. देन व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ए क्रेओल एंड पिडगिन लैंग्वेज? ओके, ऑप्शन आई कांट रीड, but the correct answer is option D. Okay, then 53. Which of the following is not usually treated as one of the defining features of post-colonial English? Code switching, code mixing, pidgin, jargon. Yes, answer is your jargon. Then 54. ये तो बहुत easy है. आंसर होगा डी. ओके, देन वी हैव 55. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट ट्रू अबाउट जेंडर? जेंडर इज सोशली डिटरमाइंड, जेंडर इज बायोलॉजिकली डिटरमाइंड, जेंडर इज कल्चरली, जेंडर इज साइकोलॉजिकली. ऑप्शन बी. जेंडर इज बायोलॉजिकली डिटरमाइंड. The term transsexual refers to individuals who do not identify with any gender, individuals who change their gender identity frequently, individuals who have both male and female genetic characteristics, individuals who are genetically of one sex but identify with the gender of the opposite sex. Yes, option B होगा ये. Okay. 57. The disparity between men and women in terms of opportunities, status, attitudes, and behavior, often to the disadvantage of women, is called gender gap. Which year was proclaimed as the International Women's Year by the General Assembly of the United Nations? 1975. Which of the following bodies were created during the United Nations Decade for Women devoted exclusively for women? इसका सही आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी. ओके, then 60. Best describes the concept of unpaid work typically done by women. Yes, volunteer वर्क नहीं है, प्रोफेशनल जॉब्स और वुमेन नॉट नहीं है, हाउस होल्ड कोर्स करना है. Yes, option C. And then we have 61. In caste in India, which sociologist quoted by Ambedkar identifies prohibition of intermarriage and membership by autogyny as key characteristics of caste? This is your डॉक्टर केतकर. इसका आंसर होगा Okay. 62. How, according to Ambedkar, does a caste deal with the problem of the surplus man? इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी. He is ostracized from the caste group. Then 63. Which three laws of imitation as proposed by the French sociologist Gabriel Tarde does Ambedkar draw open for his thesis on the origins of caste in India? इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी. The law of close contact, the law of distance, and the law of opposition. Then 64. Modeled on Voltaire and Francis Bacon's use of fictional frame of an imaginary journey to impart scientific or philosophical content, Ruqya Sakhawat Hussein's Sultana's Dream closely resembles the tradition of. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी. 65. Who serves as a guide to the narrator of Sultana's dream in her journey to Ladyland? इसका आंसर होगा सिस्टर सारा. ऑप्शन सी. Where do the women in Ladyland keep the man? Mardana. B. 67. According to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, why do some people suggest using the term human rights instead of feminist? 67. इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी. They want to address the specific issues of gender equality. 68. What reason does Adichie provide in her essay "We Should All Be Feminist" for why some men feel threatened by feminism? We'll go for option B. Okay. And then 69. What is the main difference between gender and class in terms of social privilege? इसका आंसर होगा both gender and class privileges are based solely on economic status. Option D. Okay. Then 70. What is the primary criticism of Indian secularism according to Western journalist as advanced by Amartya Sen in his essay Secularism and its Discontent? इसका आंसर होगा ए को हम जाएंगे. ओके. 71 बहुत है, पढ़ना मुश्किल है, आप पढ़ लेना. तो मैं आंसर बोल रही हूँ, इसका आंसर होगा 71 का फर्स्ट ऑप्शन ए को हम टिक करेंगे. ठीक है, यही होगा इसका आंसर. 72. Who among the following advocated for the revival of India's spiritual heritage as the key driving force behind India's Renaissance? Sri Aurobindo. Option C. 73. Rabindranath Tagore's essay Nationalism in India was a part of the series of lectures that he delivered in America. That humility should be added to the code of rules and observance of the Satyagraha ashram was suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. 73. What was the name of the agricultural system enforced in Champaran where tenants were required to dedicate a portion of their land to a specific group? इसका आंसर है तीन काठिया सिस्टम। ओके, फिर एक पैसेज दिया है, एक पैराग्राफ दिया है। ओके, तो इसका आंसर मैं बोल दे रही हूँ। फर्स्ट का होगा बी, 77 इसका होगा सी, 78 इसका होगा सी रिकॉर्ड, 79 इसका होगा हंटिंग प्रे, एंड द लास्ट क्वेश्चन इसका आंसर होगा द क्लिप, बी। ठीक है, तो यही था आपका 80 क्वेश्चंस। आप चेक कर लेना अपना और देख लेना कितना कितना स्कोर हुआ है। ओके, तो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में इफ़ यू वांट तो हम डिटेल में इसको थोड़ा समझेंगे कि इसका आंसर ये क्यों हुआ है। बट आज के लिए इतना ही। फिर मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। टिल देन स्टे ट्यून्ड एंड थैंक यू सो मच। बाय बाय।